Kyrol, New Horizon. Chapter 2.
Come on, Master! You know I got you beat this time!
Says Kyrol as he blocks a strike from Master Xena.
We'll see, my young apprentice, but don't get cocky.
The two exchange fierce blows, parrying and dodging each attack effortlessly as if it was a dance. The two engage into a bind, and thinking fast, Kyrol uses his Form 4 training to move Master Xena's lightsaber just far enough for him to flip over her, before releasing a powerful force push, knocking her to the ground.
Good work, Kyrol. It seems you are finally understanding when best to apply each form.
All because of your training, Master.
The training is only good if the student learns from it. You put in the work, my young apprentice. Don't forget that. Again.
The two assume their respective stances as they begin to circle each other. Kyrol makes the first move, going for a downward strike which is quickly blocked. As their spar continues, Master Xena notices something off with her Padawan. He is getting more frustrated and using his emotions during the battle. Kyrol goes in for a jab, but it is blocked and he is quickly disarmed of his weapon.
You're using your emotions too much, Kyrol. These emotions will blind you and make you lose your focus. I think you may need to see the Jedi healers. There may still be some of that dark spell trapped inside of you.
I'm fine. I'm just excited to finally see Liam. He's supposed to be coming back in a few days.
Don't let your feelings distract you from the task at hand. I know you are excited to see your friend again, but in real combat, these feelings cannot be at the forefront of your mind as they will cloud your judgment.
Kyrol gives a surprised look to Master Xena.
You've had these same feelings before, haven't you?
She looks at him seriously before placing her left hand on his shoulder.
It's not just me, all Jedi must battle with these kinds of emotions. Learning how to control them is critical. You have a good heart, always remember that, but you can't let passion come before principle.
I understand.
She smiles as she lets go of his shoulder.
Well then, I think with that lesson we should take a break for now. Go get something to drink and I will summon you when it's time to resume your training.
Kyrol bows in respect as Master Xena returns the gesture. Entering the cafeteria, he sees many Jedi all around. He grabs some water and notices Daisha sitting in the corner, her eyes fixed on a datapad.
Got room for one more?
Daisha lifts her head to see Kyrol.
I don't know, this table is reserved for great duelist and last I checked, you're worse than the younglings.
Very funny.
He says as he sits next to her.
So, you find anything on Just Drummond, sir?
Nothing on my end. It's like she has been erased from all Jedi records. I even asked multiple archivists if they had heard of her, but they all said the same thing, the name does not exist. What could she have done to be erased?
I have no clue. Wish we could have had Scout with us. There may have been something hidden like a lost memory log or something. But I haven't seen that droid since our meeting with the Jedi Council. Hope they haven't scrapped her.
Daisha places down the datapad.
We can discuss more about that later. Right now I'm curious if you have mastered psychometry?
Well, I wouldn't say I've mastered it, but I can at least do it on command.
Wow, you guys really must have missed me if you're in the cafeteria.
The two looked behind them to see Liam, arms crossed with a big grin on his face. Daisha quickly pushes Kyrol out of his chair, giving herself a chance to greet Liam first. Making a loud noise which briefly gets the other Jedi's attention before returning to what they were doing. She runs up to him and hugs him so tight he could barely breathe as Kyrol gets up, rubbing his head.
Easy, I just got back. I don't want to end up in the infirmary already.
Daisha lets go as Kyrol and Liam hug.
I thought you weren't due to be back until a few days.
Let's just say, we finished our mission early.
You need to tell us all about it.
The three make their way to a quiet room so they can talk in private.
So, what is Master Elazar like? I heard he is one of the strictest masters in the Order.
He is definitely one of the stricter masters. Honestly, he makes Master Harkin look like Master Fawn. But he was also there for me when I felt alone. Don't get me wrong, you two helped so much after Mast. I mean Donwyn's betrayal, but he understood what I was going through. It was nice to have someone else who understood the same thing that I experienced.
I'm glad you could find someone to help you, Lee.
Daisha pauses as she looks closer at Liam.
There is something different about you.
As she looks at him, her eyes grow wide in surprise.
Your Padawan braid, it's gone. You passed the trials.
Liam pulls out his Padawan braid, now cut with a visible black scorch mark at the severed end.
Sorry, Kyrol, I guess I won the bet.
Daisha looks confused.
Wait, what bet?
Kyrol sighs.
I was hoping you'd forget about it. When we first became Padawans, me and Liam made a bet that whoever became a Jedi Knight first could decide something embarrassing for the loser to do.
Daisha gleefully smiles.
So what are you going to do?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, until then, how about you tell us how you became a Jedi Knight and your mission?
Master Elazar thought I was ready, and after our mission was over, I took the trials. As of the mission.
Liam pauses for a moment, deep in thought.
Well, it was supposed to be a simple dispute between the governor of Cato Nymoidia and the citizens. We were sent to find a peaceful resolution, yet everything went from bad to worse. Someone assassinated the governor. In broad daylight, a sniper killed him. Wish that was the end of it, but things just grew worse. Riots erupted almost every day as me and Master Elazar were tasked to put a stop to them. One day, things went out of control. Pandemonium erupted as both the police and ourselves tried to stop it. It was a bloodbath on both sides. We lost a lot of good people that day.
Liam lowers his head as Daisha and Kyrol are left speechless, yet something about that last sentence made Kyrol feel uneasy. He couldn't even explain it to himself. Liam takes a breath before continuing.
Finally, we were told to find the culprit by any means necessary. We searched for months, going to all the shadiest locations, even talking to the leaders of the Trade Federation themselves. The only thing we could ever find was a name. Ragnos. We don't even know if it's just one person or a group of people.
Wasn't there a Sith called Ragnos?
Yeah. Marka Ragnos was an ancient Sith Lord who died some 5,000 years ago. I remember reading about him in the archives once. Liam, could there be a connection between the two or even to the Shadow Cult?
Liam shakes his head.
I have no idea. It's possible they could have used his name, or it's just a coincidence. Anyways, a new governor was put in place, and soon after, all the riots stopped. It was at that point we were told by the Jedi Council to leave.
The three just sit there in silence, just thinking about what was said as a temple guard approaches them.
The three of you have been summoned to the briefing room. Follow me.
The temple guard enters the briefing room followed by the three Jedi. The guard bows to the other Jedi before being dismissed. The room had a large table with multiple Jedi standing around it, most of whom were holograms. Some of the Jedi present were Master Harkin and Master Xena.
Master, what's going on?
Asks Kyrol, but Master Xena doesn't answer.
Now that you three are here, we can begin,
said one of the Jedi.
We have a new assignment. We need 3 Jedi to head to Corellia. We have reason to believe there is evidence of activity revolving around Ragnos. The Council believes that Ragnos could be the unknown terrorist cell threatening the Republic.
So, who's going?
Asks Kyrol as Master Xena looks at the three of them.
You three will be going alone.
Kyrol is surprised and Daisha is in shock before speaking.
Me and Kyrol are only Padawans and Liam just became a knight. Why is the Council assigning us to this?
You know that we are short on Jedi Masters. Many are either on a mission or on Coruscant. Since Liam is now a Jedi Knight, that means he will oversee the mission. You three will be leaving first thing tomorrow. Dismissed.
The three bow, but Kyrol notices some visible concern from Daisha. The three leave and Daisha quickly walks past them before they could even say anything.
She okay?
I don't know. Something about the mission seems to have really riled her up.
The two go their separate ways as they head to their respective rooms. Kyrol sits on his bed pulling out his datapad. He starts scrolling through it, not really caring about what he's searching for. He grabs his communicator and finds a message from Master Xena.
Kyrol, meet me in the meditation chamber now.
Kyrol quickly gets up thinking it's serious and makes his way to the meditation chamber. He enters the peaceful room to find Master Xena standing at the center of the room with her hand behind her back.
Master, what's going on? Is everything okay? Don't tell me this is some late-night exercise.
Master Xena lowers her head, trying not to laugh. During Kyrol's early days as her Padawan, she decided to play a joke on him, waking him up for a late-night exercise when there was no exercise at all.
No, it's not that.
Her tone becomes more serious.
Donwin has been found.
So when do we go after him?
The Council has assigned me, Master Jot, and Master Skulk to find and capture him. I tried to have them allow you to come with me, but your mission is just as important. Your skills may be important for this assignment.
But Master, your mission is more important. I should be there with you.
Kyrol, that's enough. The council has already decided, whether you agree with them or not.
Kyrol lets out a frustrated sigh.
I understand, but please be careful.
Master Xena approaches Kyrol and kneels down to his level.
I promise, but that wasn't the only reason I called you here. I wanted to give you something.
She removes her hands from behind her, revealing an old book. It had a slightly weathered brown leather cover, with a golden Jedi symbol at the center.
Master, what is this?
This was something my master passed down to me when he felt I was ready. This book contains lessons and knowledge that we have learned during our time as Jedi. I feel that it is time for you to take on the responsibility of carrying on the legacy. In time, you will fill it with your own knowledge and pass it down.
Kyrol is amazed by everything he just heard.
So, this belonged to Loporin?
Yes, and as I said, you are ready to take up the responsibility of keeping this. Whenever we are apart, you will always find me through this.
When do you depart?
Unfortunately, we head for Talis in a few hours, so I'll not be there to see you off. However, Talis is in the same system as Corellia, so if you need us, we will be there.
Do you think we can meditate together before you go?
Master Xena smiles and nods as the master and apprentice sit next to each other.
There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion,
there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death.
There is the Force.